So if the simplest way to build trust is to make promises and deliver on them, then does that always mean that if you make a promise and don't deliver on it, then the trust gets degraded? Not quite. Because if you think about it, most of our are reasonable people. You're a reasonable person, I'm a reasonable person, and so are the people that are within our teams. And when dealing with reasonable people, if you make a promise and don't deliver on it, it will only degrade trust if you don't acknowledge it. So if you try to just brush it under the rug, instead of saying that, okay, look, I made a promise and I fucked up. If you don't own it, so if you try to pawn it off as someone else's responsibility instead of saying that I made the promise, and yes, maybe things beyond my control didn't go our way, but it's my responsibility. And finally, if you don't bother explaining what happened and just try to keep people in the dark. Because if you actually do these three things, then in a way, making a promise and not delivering on it can actually help you build trust within your team.